Did you know that while you're peacefully asleep, believing your body is recuperating, your precious muscles could be silently disappearing? It's a terrifying reality millions of older adults face every single night without even knowing it. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can no longer get out of your favorite armchair without help, or that climbing a few stairs feels like scaling an impossible mountain. For many people over 50, this isn't a nightmare, it's their rapidly approaching reality. Studies show that after the age of 50, we lose between 1% and 2% of our muscle mass every single year. But here's what's truly shocking. Most of this devastating loss happens precisely when we believe our bodies are resting. During my years helping older adults, I've seen firsthand how sarcopenia, the scientific name for age-related muscle loss, becomes the silent thief of independence. Just 6 months ago, Lorena, a spirited 67-year-old woman, came to my office with tears in her eyes. "Doctor," she told me, "a year ago, I could carry my grocery bags without a problem. Now my 12-year-old grandson has to help me. What's happening to me?" Lorena didn't know it, but during each of those seemingly restful nights, her body had been quietly consuming its own muscles for fuel. It was as if an invisible thief was at home, stealing her strength little by little, night after night. But here's the life-changing good news that transformed Lorena's life and can absolutely change yours. There's a common food you probably have in your refrigerator right now that can stop and even reverse this insidious process. I'll reveal it in just a few minutes, but first, you need to fully grasp why your body seems to betray your muscles every single night. In the next few minutes, you're going to uncover several vital truths. First, you'll discover why your body can turn into your worst enemy when you go to sleep, and crucially, how to identify if this is already happening to you. Second, I'll tell you exactly what this game-changing nighttime food is, why it works far better before bed than at any other time of day, and precisely how to prepare it for maximum effectiveness. Third, I'll provide you with the complete 21-day protocol that has already empowered over 3,000 seniors to regain their strength and independence. And finally, I'll reveal the most common mistakes made by 80% of people that completely cancel out all these incredible benefits. I won't lie to you. What you're about to learn goes against almost everything you've probably been told about eating before bed. Yet, the astonishing results speak for themselves. Lorena now effortlessly carries her own bags and has even joyfully resumed gardening. But before I reveal the simple solution, you need to understand the hidden mechanisms of why your body silently preys on your muscles each night. What you're about to discover will surprise you as much as it surprised me when I first stumbled upon this groundbreaking research. Let's confront the stark reality. Sarcopenia isn't just about getting old. It's a very real medical condition that quietly affects 1 in 3 people over 60. But here's what truly infuriates me. It's completely preventable and reversible if you simply know what to do. Imagine your muscle mass as a savings account. From birth until approximately age 30, we're making constant deposits. Our muscles grow, strengthen, and thrive. However, after 30, and especially after 50, we start making more withdrawals than deposits. The numbers are alarming. We lose between 3% and 8% of our muscle mass per decade after 30. But after 50, this loss dramatically accelerates. And here's the crucial part no one tells you. The vast majority of this loss doesn't happen when you're active during the day. It occurs precisely when you're sleeping. During my years of extensive research, I uncovered something that fundamentally shifted my entire perspective. That period between dinner and breakfast, those 10 to 12 hours we perceive as restful downtime, is actually when your body makes the most critical decisions about your muscle health. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2023 shockingly revealed that during an overnight fast, an older adult's body can lose up to 40 grams of muscle protein. To put that into alarming perspective, that's equivalent to losing a small steak's worth of muscle every single night. Allow me to explain precisely what unfolds in your body when you go to bed. This is what I call the destructive nightly cycle. And once you grasp it, you'll never view sleep the same way again. Approximately 3 hours after your last meal, your body exhausts its available amino acid reserves in your bloodstream. Amino acids are the vital building blocks of muscles, much like bricks are for a house. When these reserves deplete, your body faces a critical decision. Imagine you're a house builder and you run out of bricks in the middle of the night. Yet the urgent work of repair and maintenance must continue. What do? Exactly what your body does. You start dismantling other parts of the house to acquire the bricks you desperately need. During deep sleep, particularly between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., your body enters what we call a catabolic state. This means it begins to break down existing muscle tissue to obtain the necessary amino acids to sustain vital bodily functions. It's like having a loan with interest that's collected every night, and your body pays that interest with pieces of your hard-earned muscles. Night after night, your muscle account is slowly emptied without you even realizing it. But here's the fascinating revelation. There exists a crucial window of opportunity that most people completely ignore. A window that can transform these 8 hours of muscle destruction into 8 hours of profound muscle building and strengthening. I'll explain exactly what that incredible window is in just a few moments. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how do I know if this is happening to me? Sarcopenia is particularly deceptive because its symptoms creep in gradually, much like water slowly seeping through a wall until one day you wake up to a major structural problem. The initial symptoms you need to watch for are subtle. Do you find yourself tiring faster when climbing stairs? Do you need more effort to hoist yourself out of bed or a comfortable chair? Do your grocery bags suddenly feel heavier than they used to? Or perhaps you've noticed your pants feeling looser around your thighs but tighter around your waist? Now comes the part that truly frustrates me. Why has no one discussed this with you before? Why hasn't your doctor warned you about nocturnal muscle loss? The answer will likely surprise and perhaps even anger you as much as it did me. Firstly, traditional medicine is primarily focused on treating existing diseases, not on preventing a decline in your quality of life and independence. Sarcopenia won't kill you overnight like a heart attack, so it often doesn't receive the urgent attention it truly deserves. It's the medical equivalent of ignoring a dripping leak in the roof until the entire ceiling collapses. Secondly, there's what I call the conspiracy of silence in the food industry. Major corporations have invested millions to make you believe that eating before bed is bad, that you'll gain weight, that it contradicts every principle of healthy eating. Why? Because it's far more profitable to sell you expensive weight loss products and costly supplements than to empower you with the simple knowledge of how to prevent muscle loss using common, affordable foods you already have in your home. Think about it. How many times have you heard, "Don't eat after 6 p.m. or breakfast is the most important meal of the day"? These mantras are repeated so often that we accept them as absolute truths. But have you ever questioned who benefits from you following these conventional pieces of advice? The truth is, the food industry doesn't want you to know that the simplest and most effective solution for keeping your muscles strong and vibrant lies in something as basic as what you eat before you sleep. But science doesn't lie. And what I'm about to show you next will forever change your perspective on nighttime nutrition. Let's delve into the real science. I want you to grasp precisely what is occurring in your body during those precious hours of sleep. This isn't speculation or mere theory. It is pure, hard science, rigorously backed by decades of groundbreaking research. When you drift off to sleep, your body doesn't power down like a computer. Quite the opposite. It shifts into its most intense and critical work mode. During sleep, your body is diligently performing cellular repairs, consolidating memories, releasing essential growth hormones, and here's the crucial point. It's actively deciding which tissues to maintain and which to, unfortunately, sacrifice. During the initial 4 hours of sleep, your body primarily utilizes glycogen reserves, stored sugar, to maintain its fundamental functions. But here lies the challenge. After those 4 hours, especially if more than 6 hours have passed since your last meal, your body simply runs out of easily accessible fuel. That's when it enters what scientists call a prolonged post-absorptive state. In straightforward terms, your body is operating in energy emergency mode. And in this mode, it faces two critical choices: use fat as fuel or use muscle. Here's the unfortunate truth. Burning fat for energy is a slow and metabolically complex process. However, breaking down muscle is fast and incredibly efficient. Guess which option your body chooses when it desperately needs rapid energy to sustain vital functions? A revolutionary study published in Cell Metabolism in 2024 revealed that during prolonged nocturnal fasting, older adults' bodies can enter muscle catabolism, the breaking down of muscle, up to 40% faster than younger adults. It's akin to an older engine that burns more fuel to perform the same task. But here's the game-changing revelation that fundamentally transformed my medical practice. In 2022, researchers at Harvard University made an extraordinary discovery. They identified what we now call the nocturnal anabolic window. It turns out that between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., our bodies experience a natural peak in the production of growth hormone and IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. These are the powerhouse hormones directly responsible for muscle building and repair. It's as if you have a highly skilled construction crew working on your house, but they are only active during those specific hours. If you fail to provide them with the proper building materials, namely amino acids, during that critical window, the crew will either go home empty-handed, or even worse, they'll begin dismantling parts of your existing house to find the materials they need. A fascinating study from the Journal of Applied Physiology followed 120 older adults for 6 months. Half consumed protein before sleep, while the other half followed traditional eating patterns. The results were astounding. The group that consumed nighttime protein not only maintained their muscle mass, but actually increased it by an average of 2.3 kilos, approximately 5 pounds. But that's not all. What truly electrified me was discovering that optimized nighttime nutritional timing doesn't just prevent muscle loss, it can dramatically reverse years of muscular deterioration in a matter of months. And here's the part I find most captivating. Not all proteins work equally well at night. There is one specific type of protein that acts like a vital insurance policy for your muscles while you sleep. This unique nutrient can completely reverse the destructive process of nocturnal muscle loss, and I'm going to reveal it to you in just a few minutes. Before we dive into that incredible solution, it's vital that you understand the factors currently accelerating this damaging process within your body. Because if you don't control these hidden culprits, even the best nutritional strategy will yield limited results. The first aggravating factor is chronic stress. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, famously known as the stress hormone. Cortisol acts like a tyrannical boss, ordering your body to burn muscle for quick energy. During the night, cortisol levels should naturally drop, but in individuals suffering from chronic stress, they remain elevated, drastically accelerating muscle destruction. The second factor is common medications. Many medications frequently taken by older adults, such as some blood pressure medications, antidepressants, and cholesterol-lowering drugs, can unfortunately interfere with protein synthesis or even increase muscle breakdown. I'm certainly not advising you to stop your medications, but it's crucial to be aware that they might be inadvertently contributing to the problem. The third factor, and this one might genuinely surprise you, is restrictive diets. Many older individuals, concerned about their weight or perhaps following outdated medical advice, drastically reduce their protein intake. This is like trying to build a robust house while severely limiting the supply of essential bricks. Now, I absolutely need to dismantle some deeply ingrained myths that you've probably believed for years, because these myths are not only false, but they are actively sabotaging your muscular health and independence. Myth 2: protein at night overloads the kidneys. This pervasive myth originated from misinterpreted studies from the 1980s. Modern, robust research unequivocally demonstrates that unless you have severe pre-existing kidney disease, consuming protein before sleep is completely safe and profoundly beneficial. In fact, it can even improve kidney function by reducing the burden of toxins produced by muscle breakdown. Myth 3: older adults need less protein. This is the most dangerous myth of all. The truth is precisely the opposite. Older adults need more protein than younger individuals, not less. This is due to a phenomenon we call anabolic resistance. Simply put, your body requires more amino acids to stimulate the same crucial muscle-building response. The truth, in stark contrast to everything you've been told, is that eating the correct protein before sleep is one of the most powerful strategies you can employ to maintain and build vibrant muscle after 50. And now I'm finally going to reveal exactly what that life-changing protein is and why it's so exceptionally special. The moment of revelation has arrived. The incredibly common food that can transform your nights of silent muscle destruction into nights of powerful muscle building and strengthening is called casein, and you likely already have it sitting in your refrigerator. Casein is a protein naturally found in dairy products, especially abundant in cheese and yogurt. But here's what makes it absolutely unique and perfectly suited for your nighttime muscle needs. It's what scientists refer to as a slow-release protein. Imagine you have two types of fuel for a fire: newspaper and dense wood logs. The newspaper burns brightly and quickly, but it's consumed in mere minutes. The sturdy logs, however, burn slowly, consistently providing warmth and energy for hours. Casein is precisely like those wood logs for your muscles. When you consume other proteins, such as chicken or whey protein, they are rapidly absorbed within 1 or 2 hours, causing a high spike of amino acids in your bloodstream that quickly dissipates. But casein is profoundly different. It's absorbed slowly and steadily over 6 to 8 hours, delivering a consistent, sustained supply of amino acids throughout your entire night's sleep. A pioneering study from Maastricht University tracked participants through a full night using isotopic tracing techniques. They discovered that individuals who consumed casein before sleep experienced a 22% greater muscle protein synthesis throughout the night compared to those who ate nothing. But that's not all. Casein possesses another extraordinary characteristic. When it reaches your stomach, it forms what we call a gastric gel. This gel acts like a natural, prolonged-release capsule, meticulously dispensing amino acids into your bloodstream precisely when your body needs them most for critical nocturnal muscle repair. It's essentially like having an intravenous drip of amino acids continuously connected directly to your muscles all night long. While you slumber peacefully, your muscles are consistently receiving the essential building blocks they require to repair, regenerate, and strengthen themselves. Now, for the million-dollar question, where do you get this miraculous protein? The answer will thrill you because these are common, affordable, and incredibly delicious foods. After years of meticulous research and testing with over 3,000 patients, I've developed what I call the perfect formula to maximize nocturnal muscle building. For the exact quantity, aim for 25 grams of casein protein adjusted to your body weight. If you weigh less than 70 kilos, about 155 lbs, 25 grams is ideal. If you weigh more than 80 kilos, about 176 lbs, you'll need closer to 35 to 40 grams. The optimal timing is between 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep. Do not consume it immediately before bed, as you want initial digestion to finish before deep sleep begins. However, don't consume it too early either, e.g., more than 3 hours before, or you'll lose a significant part of its beneficial nocturnal release effect. Here's another critical secret. Add 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter. Almonds are rich in magnesium, which dramatically improves sleep quality, and healthy fats that ensure casein is absorbed even more slowly and effectively. If you're using cottage cheese, mix it with just 1 teaspoon of raw honey, no more, and a small handful of chopped walnuts. If you prefer Greek yogurt, add chia seeds and a pinch of natural vanilla extract. Critically, avoid adding acidic fruits like pineapple or strawberries. Their acidity can inadvertently accelerate casein digestion, nullifying its slow-release benefit. Neutral fruits like a ripe banana are acceptable in very small quantities. Generally, keep carbohydrates to an absolute minimum. You want your body to efficiently use fat for fuel during the night, reserving all those precious amino acids strictly for muscle construction. Now let's elevate your nighttime protocol to an entirely new level. I've discovered that certain synergistic foods, when combined with casein, create what I call nocturnal nutritional synergy. It's like assembling a superhero team specifically for your muscles. Walnuts aren't just a tasty snack, they contain natural melatonin, which significantly enhances sleep quality, and magnesium, which relaxes muscles and facilitates protein synthesis. But here's the even deeper secret. Walnuts also contain arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production during the night. Why is nitric oxide important? It dramatically improves blood flow to your muscles, ensuring that the casein's amino acids are delivered exactly where they are needed most. It's like upgrading the road so supply trucks can reach the construction site faster. The perfect dose is 6 to 8 walnuts or 10 to 12 almonds. Do not exceed this, as too many fats can slow down casein digestion more than desired, potentially causing discomfort. This might sound controversial, but a small amount of raw honey, just 1 teaspoon, can be your secret ally. Raw honey contains tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, both of which improve sleep quality. More importantly, this tiny bit of raw honey causes a slight, gentle rise in insulin, which is absolutely necessary for amino acids to properly enter muscle cells. Without insulin, you can have all the amino acids in the world in your blood, but they won't reach your muscles effectively. The key, again, is the precise quantity, just 1 teaspoon. More than this can cause unwanted sugar spikes that interfere with both sleep and crucial nighttime fat burning. Magnesium is arguably the most vital mineral for effective nocturnal protein synthesis, yet a staggering 80% of older adults are unknowingly deficient. Incorporating magnesium-rich foods or a quality supplement is highly recommended. Now get ready for my 5 most powerful nighttime recipes that have absolutely transformed the lives of my patients. These aren't just nutritious, they are genuinely delicious and comforting. The Champion's Pudding. Take 1 cup of cottage cheese, stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 6 chopped walnuts, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, and a pinch of cinnamon. Mix everything thoroughly and let it sit for about 10 minutes. The chia seeds will absorb the liquid, creating an incredibly rich, pudding-like texture. The perfect nighttime shake. Combine 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt with 1/4 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, half a ripe banana, and a dash of vanilla extract. Blend until smooth and creamy. It's like a healthy milkshake that works diligently for you while you sleep. The Bodybuilder's Secret. This is a recipe many professional athletes swear by, yet it's rarely discussed publicly. Combine 1 cup of cottage cheese with 1 tablespoon of pure cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of natural peanut butter, 5 almonds, and stevia to taste. Cocoa contains theobromine, a compound that binds to adenosine receptors in the brain, dramatically enhancing deep sleep quality. But here's the secret ingredient that professional bodybuilders use and few others know about. They add a tiny pinch of sea salt. Why salt? Sea salt improves amino acid absorption and helps maintain vital electrolyte balance throughout the night, preventing cramps and further enhancing protein synthesis. The comforting classic. Warm 1 glass of milk, any kind you prefer, stir in 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 or 2 dashes of cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg. This timeless recipe is both soothing and incredibly effective. For diabetics, no added sugar. Combine 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt with 10 chopped almonds, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, natural vanilla extract, and stevia to taste. This provides excellent casein benefits without affecting blood sugar. While casein at night is incredibly powerful on its own, its effectiveness multiplies exponentially when you combine it with crucial lifestyle factors. You absolutely don't need to join a gym. Just 15 minutes of light resistance exercise 3 times a week can boost your body's response to casein by up to 40%. The best exercises include simple squats using just a chair, 10 to 15 repetitions, wall push-ups, 10-20 repetitions, or calf raises performed casually while you're washing dishes. You can also incorporate exercises with light resistance bands. Importantly, perform these exercises in the morning or afternoon, never right before bed, as nighttime exercise can interfere with sleep and significantly reduce casein's effectiveness. Optimal sleep quality is non-negotiable. A 2024 study tragically demonstrated that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night experience 50% less protein synthesis, even with adequate casein intake. It's like having the finest construction materials but no workers to assemble them. Tips for better sleep include keeping your bedroom cool, 18 to 20 degrees or 65 to 68 degrees, ensuring the room is completely dark, avoiding screens for at least an hour before bed, and maintaining a consistent relaxation routine. Finally, stay well hydrated throughout the day. However, significantly reduce liquid intake 2 hours before bedtime to prevent inconvenient nocturnal interruptions. Dehydration alone can reduce protein synthesis by up to 20%. The only exception is taking your casein preparation with the absolute minimum amount of liquid needed. Now, let's address the most common, almost catastrophic mistakes I see people make repeatedly. Avoid these crucial errors, and your results will accelerate dramatically. Error 1. Excessive sugar. Adding too many sweet fruits, using excessive amounts of honey, or relying on artificial sweeteners can cause problematic insulin spikes that interfere with vital nocturnal fat burning and disrupt your precious sleep quality. Error 2. Excessive portions. In this case, more is not better. Consuming more than 40 grams of protein in one sitting saturates your amino acid receptors, and the excess protein is then converted into glucose, completely losing its muscle-building effect. Stick to the recommended quantities. Error 3. Incorrect timing. Eating immediately before lying down can trigger acid reflux and cause heavy, uncomfortable digestion. Conversely, eating too early, more than 3 hours before bed, significantly diminishes the essential nocturnal effect. Error 4. The deadly combination. There is one specific, widespread combination that 80% of people make, and it not only cancels out all the incredible benefits of casein, but can actively worsen nocturnal muscle loss. This error is so common that even some nutritionists unwittingly recommend it, unaware of the profound damage it causes. I will reveal this specific, deadly combination in my next video, along with the other game-changing strategies for daytime. If this video has fundamentally changed your perspective on healthy aging and regaining your strength, I have something even more profound that will complete your transformation. You've just learned how to powerfully nourish your muscles during the night, but what about during the day? What are the specific targeted exercises that can multiply the benefits of casein? How can you dramatically accelerate your muscle recovery using only 15 minutes a day? In my next video, I'm going to teach you the 5 2-minute exercises that build formidable muscle after 50. These are simple exercises you can do at home with no special equipment, and they have helped my patients double their results from the nighttime protocol. If you found this content valuable, if you believe it can help someone you know, a parent, a friend, a grandparent, please share it. Muscle loss is a silent epidemic, but the solution is surprisingly simple when you have the correct information. Subscribe to my channel because every week I share scientifically backed strategies for aging with incredible strength, vibrant vitality, and complete independence. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue building the best version of you together. Until then, have sweet, restorative dreams.